Welcome back to Module 3.4. In this lecture video, let's take a look at the division of decimal numbers. So, to divide decimal numbers, we need to move the decimal point in the divisor to the right, so the divisor is a whole number. That's the first thing we got to do. Then move the decimal point in the dividend, what's inside the long division, the same number of places to the right. Then we're going to place a decimal point in the quotient directly above the new decimal point in the dividend. Then divide just like with the whole numbers. All right. Zeros may be added as needed to the dividends. Okay, for the desired places that sometimes we need to round. So here we go. When the remainder is not a zero, divide how many decimal places are to be in the quotient. Divide until the quotient has been calculated to one place to the right. This is very important, of the place of desired accuracy. And using this last digit to round. So some of these examples here I have where we have to round to a certain place. So if I ever need to round, let me go ahead and write this down, okay? If I need to round to the nearest 10th place, that means I have to compute or calculate to the hundredths. I need one extra place on my quotient, in order for me to know what the 10th place need to round to. All right, so same thing with round to nearest hundredth. I gotta calculate to the thousandth. Okay, so on and so forth, and that only occurs when the remainder is not a zero. All right, so basically every long division problem I have, the first thing I do is make sure my divisor is a whole number. So for 3.2, I'm actually moving my decimal to the right one place, which is equivalent of times by 10. All right, times by 10, so that make it 32. So I need to do the same thing for my dividend in the inside. So move one place to the right, so my dividend now becomes 691.2. All right, directly put my decimal above, okay, on the quotient's place. So I know this decimal is not going to ever be moved again. All right. So sometimes, then the instruction also, the procedure also says sometimes we need to add, all right, more zeros. So that all depends. This problem does not ask me to round. So let's see what happens once I finish up my 10th place right here. Let's see what the remainder says. If we need to add more zeros behind the 10th place, we can do that then. So 32 going to 69 about 2 times, right? So that will be 64. Long division, we will subtract. That's 5. Bring down the 1. So I'm in the 1's place now. 32 will only go into 1 time, so that's 32. So now we're just dividing just like a whole number. All right, 11 minus 2 is 9, so this has become 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down the 2. So 3 will go into 18. The way I show you how to do this before in Module 1, it's about 6 times. 3 going to 18 about 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry 1. 6 times 3 plus 1 is 19. So my remainder is 0. Okay, so my exact answer is going to be 21.6. All right. All right. For this example, 0.011. So I need to move to the right 3 places in order to make the divisor into a whole number, 11. So let's do the same thing in the inside. 3 places to the right, 1, 2, 3. So that will be between the 6 and 9. So it's 196.9. All right, let's divide and see if we need more zeros behind my dividend, behind the 10th place. So decimals right here. 11 going to 19 about 1 time. Subtract, that's 8. Bring down the 6. So that's about 7 times, which is 77. So that will be a 9. All right. I'll bring down the 9, so that will be exactly 9 times. So my answer, 17.9. All right. Now this one want me to round to the nearest 10th. Okay, so that means I have to compute or calculate to the hundredth place. Okay, so I know where I need to end up at. I need to have a quotient on top of the hundredth place. So if I will quickly write out this, write them out as long division, or I can do it right here. Maybe I can just do it right here. My divisor is 7.2. I need to move my decimal to the right one place to become a whole number 72. So in the inside, I will also move one place. So my divisor now is 72. My dividend is 84.1. So the decimal is right above, right between 4 and the 1. Because I know I need to calculate to the hundredth, so I can go ahead and add 1 0 behind the 10th place. So once I figure out this quotient on top of the 0, then I know what my 10th place need to round to. All right, so decimal place is in place. Decimal is in place. No more 0 need to be added because I go ahead and add what I needed. So 72 going to 84 one time, so that goes in on the ones place. Long division we will subtract, that's 12. Bring down the 1. 7 will go into 12 about one time. So that's another 72 right here. So if I subtract, that will be 11 minus 2 is 9. That's 1. 11 minus 7 is 4. Bring down the, now I can bring down the 0, because earlier I bring down the 1, remember? So now 7 will go into 49. Normally it's about 7 times, but if I put a 7 right here, 7 times 2 is 14. That will make me carry one extra place. So 7 is too big. That means I will use 6. Okay, and I can stop it here. I know 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 1 is 43. So I know this subtraction is going to be, my remainder right here is going to be lesser than 72. So I don't need to subtract. I can stop it here because once I know what my 100th place is, I will know how I need to round my 10th place. So the 6 will make my digit on the 10th place to go up. So my answer is actually about 1.2. Okay, I don't need to finish off. Okay, because all I needed to be able to do here is know how I need to round my 10th. So once I figure out the digits in the 100th place, then I know how to round my 10th. All right, so this example, round to nearest 100th means I will calculate down to the 1000th place. All right, so let's move my decimal one place to the right for my divisor, so that make it 29. So the inside, move it one time, so that's 892. Decimal is behind the 2. But since I know I need to round to nearest 100, I need to add 1 0 on the 10th, add another 0 for 100th, and add one more 0 on the thousands. So once I know what the quotient is for the 1000th place, then I know how to round my 100th. So 29, 2 go into 8 about 4 times. I know that would be too big, so let's try 3. All right, 3 times 9 is 27. Carry 2. 3 times 2 plus 2 is going to be 8. Subtract, that's 2. Bring down the 2. 29 cannot go into 22, so that will be 0 times. So let's begin to bring down my first 0 from the 10th. 2 going to 22 is about 11 times, but we cannot use anything higher than 10. So I will use 9 right here. 9 times 9 is 81. Carry 8. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 8 is 16. 18 plus, I'm sorry. 9 times, 18 plus 8. Yeah, 18 plus 8 is 26. So that's too big. So 9 is too big. Let's use the next one. So let's use 8. All right, 8 times 9 is 72. Carry 7. 8. So 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 7 is 16 plus 7 is 23, so 8 is even too big. So let's use 7 now. All right, 7 times 9 is 63, carry 6. 14 plus 6 is 20. If I subtract, that's 17. Bring down the next 0. So 29 times 7 is already 203, so I need to use something smaller. 6, try with 6. 6 times 9 is 54, carry 5. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 5, it make it 174, so 5 will work. All right. 5 times 9 is 45, carry 4. 5 times 2 plus 4 is 14, subtract, that's a 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. All right, bring down the 0. Okay, so let's approximate, okay? I need to know what this digit is on the 1,000, so I know my 5 will go up or stay the same. So just by looking at it, 7, when I did my 7, that was 203 already. So if I use 8, all right, if I use 8, 8 times 9 is 72, carry 7, 16, 8 times 2 is 16 plus 7. 16 plus 7 is 23. So that subtract will be lesser than 29. So my thousandth place is at 8. So that will make my hundredth place, 5, go up. So my answer is about 30.76. Okay. All right. The only example I'm not doing here is round to nearest whole number. Round to nearest whole number means round to nearest ones place. All right. Let's try this one. Okay. Round to nearest thousandth. So that means I got calculate to 10,000th place. Okay. So let's move my decimal 2 places to the right for my divisor. That will be 967. So 2 places in the inside as well. That's 9231.3. All right, decimal is between the 1 and the 3. So I need to calculate down to 10,000. So right now I got a tenth, which is a 3. Add 1 0 to be 100. Add 1 0 is 1,000. Add 1 more 0 will be 10,000. Okay, so let's start. 967 got to go into 9,231 at a time. So that will be, let's try it about 9. Because 9 going to 9 is about 10 times. So let's try with 9. Maybe 9 is too big. I don't know. So let's do this on the side. 967 times 9. So that's 63. Carry 6. 9 times 6 is 54. 54 plus 6 is 60. 9 times 9 is 81 plus 6, that will be 87. So that will be 8703. If I subtract, 11 minus 3 is 8. So that's a 2. 12 minus 7 is 5. All right, let's bring down the 3. 9 going to 52. About 9 times 6 is 54, so we got to try a 5. So I will do this on the side, so it makes it a little bit easier to keep a track some of these big numbers. 35 carry 3, 33 carry 3 again. 45 plus 3. 45 plus 3 is 48. So that's 4835. So got to do this slowly. 13 minus 5 is 8. 7 minus 3 is 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. So I'm good. Bring down the first. Bring down the hundredth place. So you see 4480. This is 48. So 9 going to 44. I will probably use 4 times. So let's multiply. 28 carry 2, 24 plus 2, 26. 36 plus 2, 9 times 4 is 36 plus 2, 38. 3868. So let's subtract. That's 2. That's 1. 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. So 3 minus 3 is it. Bring down the next 0. So this is 61. 6120. So probably use 9 going to 61 about 6 times. All right, 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 63, so that's too big already. So let's try with 6 times. All right, 6 times 7. We can do it on the side, or we can do it right here. 6 times 7, 42. Carry 4. 6 times 6, 36 plus 4 is 40. 9 times 6, 54 plus 4, 58. That's 8. That's 1. That's 3. So bring down the 0. So this is 3180. So far, when I work down to 4, that's already 3868. So I got to use about 3 times. So this is about 3 times here. So this 3 will make my thousands place stays the same. So my answer got to be 9.546 because the 3 made my thousands place stay the same. All right. So a little bit of work when it comes to division of decimals, especially when I need to round to a certain value. So if I need to round, then I always got to compute the following digit so I know my desired place whether they need to go up or stay the same. All right, that will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.